Hello everyone, I want to take you on an adventure through the construction of this Quad Cities I-74 River Bridge. This is an award-winning bridge because thanks to Hans Ready Mix and all the workers of the River Bridge team, this won an award for the top concrete infrastructure project in the world. This is also an illuminated steel structure, and I have some great footage in this video. Like how they supported this giant structure, they built these temporary steel towers to support the arch as it goes up. Every piece that went up stayed wrapped until the next member was connected. You could see with the hardware on the end to receive the next piece. And notice the workers in the crane basket. I think I'd love that job. As they bring in more cranes on barge platforms, they continue to work on the piers on the east side, as the structure towers on the west side are still lining up the first section. It was thrilling to see how much equipment was used, how many cranes were needed, and how they got them all there on the river. Because if that wasn't fascinating enough, they had the identical setup on each side of the bridge, and workstations set up all over the sides of the river. Another great day on the Mississippi for work. And despite everything going on, the barge traffic still continues very carefully. And even the Celebration Belle, the dinner and entertainment boat that never stopped their tours. So the next time I was out to see this bridge, they already had the roadway and the cables under the bridge, and all the rest of the piers and the steel for the roadway on the east side going into Illinois, and parts for the second side of the bridge waiting to float. So they said the total cost of this project at the final construction was $1 billion. And let me show you some of the other stuff they had to go through for this project. Now they set up tower cranes, and they couldn't do this until the second part of the bridge was started, and they set up the tower crane on the main pier between the two arches. And again, it was the identical setup on each end of the bridge. This is the main pier on each end that I was referring to that the temporary tower cranes were built on. And let's give a hand for the divers. They had to go to a depth of almost 60 feet to get them up there. This is the west side of the new construction highway going into Iowa, still all above ground. The total length of this construction project was just over a mile. Let me show you this time-lapse clip. The first time we drove under this completed side, I couldn't believe how tall it was, and I've never seen a tower crane so high with the only support being at the very bottom. And I noticed the tower crane holding this little cart that rode the length of the rail. I never could figure out if this was for the lighting or the cable tensioning. Driving towards these bridges was an amazing sight. It was like Tower Crane City. And notice the old I-74 bridge still there. Don't go away, I'll show you how they got that down. A quick drive-through, and then I'm going to show you the lighting on these bridges. You're not going to believe it. Yeah, so another fascinating feature is no matter what colors the bridge is showing from the side, when you're approaching it from any of these angles, they always appear in these couple neutral colors. You could see them changing gradually. And when driving through the bridge at nighttime, it only appears as a light flickering glow. And now with these exciting clips, let me show you how the old bridge came down.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, wow.
Yep, pretty cool seeing how that was right next to the new bridges. And you remember these guys? They are always riding sky high above the river. Now let me show you all the features for the underneath of the bridges, like the steel outriggers supporting the interstate signs, and almost half a mile on each side of these incredibly designed piers. And me being a union carpenter on similar jobs like this, I've never seen such awesome concrete work. Expect to see more bridges like this in the future. And it still gets better. They had to build walkways underneath the bridge for all the maintenance workers. And these go the full length of the bridge. And I'm just stunned at how much work went into just the underneath of this bridge. I hope you enjoyed my video. We're leaving now.